Good morning, class, and welcome to week 4. Man, we've already completed 3 weeks. I'm amazed how quickly the semester is already moving forward. So, seen some really good work so far. Been happy with everyone's your analysis. Everybody's been very respectful on the discussion boards. Again, I read every post, so I'm very pleased with what I'm reading. So keep up the good work. So. Well, the first 3 weeks have been kind of more introductory materials. We've learned about, diversity, equity, and inclusion kind of as a whole. We've studied legislation. So now we're really going to get into kind of the heart of this class when we start talking about individual groups, and we cover, if you look at your syllabus, over the next several weeks, each week will be focusing on a different group, and it's really important to really pay attention. And I highly recommend that you make sure you're reading your chapter textbook, because again, almost all of my exam questions come from the textbook itself. So in addition to the videos that we watch, in addition to the discussions we have, that's all good, and that's good for you to build your knowledge. But just know, for exam purposes, I usually take my questions from the book itself. So make sure that you're reading it. This week for Chapter 4, we're focusing on Blacks and African Americans. Again, a very important topic. When you're reading the textbook, there's a lot of good information in this week's chapter. As a general rule, over the next several weeks, when you're reading these chapters, like for example, when I do an exam, I usually don't say, okay, can you quote me this statistic, for example. But your textbook does talk a lot about different statistics and a lot of different numbers that you need to know about, how African Americans, have how they succeeded in the workforce. Pay particular close attention to those, because I still think those are very important for us to know. In addition, at the end of this chapter, you'll see some recommendations. Again, make sure you're reading the recommendations and really listen and really read and take to heart what the chapter is saying, because again, it is incredibly important for us to understand these ideas. So for this week's assignments, I posted a video called "What It's Like to Be a Black Man in Corporate America." Our assignment this week, our group discussion, is based on that video. So it's about a 7 or 8 minute video, very informative, and a very good video to kind of open up our discussion for this week. So after you watch that video, the discussion boards this week are based on that video. Normally, your discussion board will be due on Thursday, your first response. But this week, because I was a day late posting it, I'm giving you till Friday to do your initial post, and then you'll have until Sunday to post 2 additional responses to your classmates. And again, everything's listed in the assignment. There is starting today, periodically throughout the semester, we're going to be doing an additional assignment. It's called a case study analysis. And again, this is an individual assignment, and I have posted that in the module. It's worth 25 points, so it's got actually quite a bit of value. But what you'll do is you'll read an article, and then you'll answer questions based on that article. And again, that assignment will be due on Sunday. So, and again, the articles that I've chosen, there's a lot of different articles that, about the topics we're going to discuss. But the articles that I've chosen are definitely designed, for us, because again, our goal is to focus on, diversity in organizations, diversity in universities, diversity in, corporate America, so that's what we're trying to focus on. So these articles tie directly to the topics that we're discussing. So again, please keep up the good work. I've been so impressed with how well each of you have done in the first couple of weeks, and I'll go far to say it's some of the best that I've ever read in my years of teaching. So keep up the good work. And again, I'm really enjoying the discussion board material. I'll be monitoring it throughout the week. I'm really looking forward, as we get into kind of our first topic, focusing on a particular group. I'm really curious to see how everybody, what your thoughts and ideas are. And again, as I said from the beginning, your opinions are your opinions, and I want you to have your opinions. You get graded on how well you organize and how well played out your opinions are, and how well you respond to your coworkers, or I'm sorry, your classmates. That's what I'm focusing on, and so far I've been very impressed. So, as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I've gotten some very good ones so far, and I hope this will be a great discussion this week, and as we start focusing on individual groups. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you on the discussion boards.